So guys and girls, welcome back to another video. I'm Hamza with Updato.com. Now we're only a few weeks away from Samsung's big Unpacked event where they're going to be releasing the Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. Now there's already been a few leaks surfacing the internet, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you my opinion on the phone itself and kind of talking a bit more about what we already know about the device. So with that being said, let's get right into today's video. For those of you wondering when you're going to be able to get your hands on the Samsung Galaxy S9 and start to pre-order it, well, the latest report suggests that you'll be able to pre-order on March the 1st, with the initial rollout of shipments being shipped on the 16th of March. So you can basically be expecting the S9 at the end of March, which is pretty awesome and is really quick. So from the leaks itself, what I can notice is that the S9 will kind of have a similar shape and similar build to the Samsung Galaxy S8. However, they are going to be changing up a few things like the camera placement and also the fingerprint placement on this new phone. So on the last phone, what happened was the fingerprint placement is super awkward having it up top right here, because one, it's right next to the camera, and two, your hand naturally rests in the middle, so that would make more sense for them to move it, and they have done so, which is really awesome. Not only that, they've come out with a lilac purple, or they're rumored to come out with a lilac purple color scheme, and also a new blue. So that's going to be interesting to see what type of color variants they have available. For the display of the Samsung Galaxy S9, it will measure in at 5.8 inches, and the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus will feature a 6.2 inch display with a 2960 by 1440p resolution. So pretty much the same as the S8, but there's going to be Super AMOLED panels as well, just like the S8, which means you're going to get those vibrant, saturated colors. As for the specs of both devices, it looks like Samsung will start separating the specs, with the S9 coming equipped with 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, while the S9 Plus will have 6 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of storage as well. Both devices will either be powered with the Snapdragon 845 chipset or Samsung's Exynos 980 chip as well. Now, Samsung stated in one of their MWC invitation events, what they did was they stated that the camera will become reimagined, which is a big claim because the Note 8 is really up there with the top camera smartphones on the market right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what the S9 will have to offer. We are expecting Samsung to include the ability to shoot in super slow-mo and also have a variable aperture on their rear 12 megapixel camera, with it between 2.4 and f1.5, which means you're going to get that super sharp shallow depth of field and that nice bokeh on the camera itself. Judging by the leaks, the camera module itself will be orientated vertically, while Samsung will move the fingerprint scanner to the middle of the device, making it for a more convenient and natural experience. Another really cool rumor that is surfacing is that on the box of the Samsung Galaxy S9 it said stereo speakers by AKG. Now AKG are well known within the audio industry, and when they do collaborate with smartphone manufacturers, they do a really good job. Now the smartphone speakers on the S8 are just rubbish, like they're really tinny and the audio is really muffled when you max it out. So having some AKG speakers will definitely be interesting to see what they kind of come up with, and I'm down for some AKG speakers because that's going to sound phenomenal. Last up is the headphone port. Vote right here on the top right hand screen if you think Samsung are going to either ditch it or keep the headphone port on the S9. Now I personally don't really mind it. I really do think though that a lot of people will benefit from having a headphone port because they don't have to switch between Bluetooth earphones and make that transition, because it's just extra cost for no real reason. So let me know what you think about the headphone port, and just let me know also about your comments on the S9 itself, what you're expecting, what you're excited for, and kind of what you want to see Samsung do for the S9. But that wraps it up for today's video. Anyway guys, that wraps it up for today's video. If you did enjoy it, why not hit that like button, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to be doing plenty more coverage on the S9 itself and just new smartphones, and yeah, so just stay tuned for some awesome content. Anyway guys, I'm Hamza and I'll talk to you in the next one. Laters lads, bye.